It's your boy King Sprite, and you are now tuned in to T7M Radio with Seven Mitchell. Get in the zone.
Yo, Loaded Lux, Hot 97, Top Shelf Freestyle, Episode 2, Week 2. Went down today, premiered today. I know, Tox, you got to peep it. Overall, did you like this week's episode more than the last week?
Yeah, that's right where we need to start at. The level of spitting and the level of bars definitely went up from week 1 to week 2.
Shout out to Loaded Lux. Shout out to Hot 97. Let's kind of break this thing down, man. They started off with the homie AK the Pharaoh from out Yonkers, New York. Shout out to AK. AK to me had a fire flow. He made it look easy in that first round. You know what I mean? He was doing his thing. What did you think about AK?
AK, he was going crazy. I keep it real. To me, if on the first round before they got to the freestyle section, AK, I had him as my second ranked guy. You know what I'm saying? So he was definitely up there. Out of the 4, I had him second. You know what I mean?
Okay. AK was definitely solid. Second up was L's Money Music from our VA. Shout out to L's Money Music. L's was nice, G. He had a wordplay. He was real speedy with it. That Dr. Doolittle bar he had was crazy. Like, he didn't go long, but he was real impressive in that first round. I really was fucking with L's in round number 1. What you thought about L's Money Music?
Yeah, now L's Money that's the one I had as the best first round to me. Like he had a flow with his shit. He was riding on the beat, cruising, like you said, making it look easy and shit. But he also had a lot of intricate wordplay, a lot of punchlines. You know what I'm saying? Like he was getting somewhere with that shit. He wasn't just rambling on. He was talking about some things. So I had him probably as the best in the first round.
Oh, you had L's as the best in the first round. Okay, that's what's up, man. What about Jay Nolan from our ATL? What did you think about Jay Nolan?
Jay Nolan, he was all right. Out of the 4, I had him 4th, but he wasn't terrible. He just, to me, he was like I said, the L's Money was going, and he wasn't rambling. Jay Nolan was a little bit more rambling to me. Like he was just like, you know what I'm saying random stuff. Like it wasn't a whole lot of substance with it. But he had a nice flow pattern and a nice, you know what I'm saying? He was on the beat and all that. His shit sounded good, but I didn't get a lot out of it, you know what I mean? So I had him 4th out of the 4.
I don't know. That first round for me, for Jay Nolan, he has a unique sound. He sounds different than anybody else. I kind of needed a little bit more substance from some of his wordplay, but he was definitely talking that shit in the first round. I'm not going to hold you, but, I thought he had a unique sounds, pretty dope. I will say this. I would definitely, if I was like a rapper, I would definitely like to have Jay Nolan like featured on one of my songs because that unique sound that he got, I think that it'll be a great addition to a song, just like to be featured on a remix or something. I think Jay Nolan might got a future with his unique sound. Last but not least, on week 2 for Top Shelf Freestyle was Mac For Real. What did you think about Mac For Real from out Jersey? I knew it.
Yeah, I think homie was fire, man. He kind of he got that flow, that surf and shotgun and shook flow, that Newark flow that you used to like you could hear it. You could hear them that same pain. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
flow. Like he was talking that real street stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was definitely feeling his joint. You know what I'm saying? He was up there too. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that everybody else kind of was speeding up on the beat, and he took a whole different approach on that same beat.
you pretty much took my notes, my nigga. Like everything you just said, I pretty much had wrote down when it came to Mac, man. Like when his intro, he wasn't cocky, but I was like, yo, this dude give me the battle rap feel. Like the way he was talking in his intro, I was like, man, like he's just definitely ready for the smoke. He had that aggression. He talked that pain, man. He was very detailed. He was a real talk type of rapper, man. He definitely killed that first round, man. I was definitely feeling Mac. I thought Mac had this shit on lock for the first round, but I was impressed with all 4, man, because like I said, everybody had a unique quality. I thought the first round was dope. They led into the deluxe round. I love the deluxe round of this show. They did the Trump impeachment. What did you think about each for the Trump impeachment? Let's start off with Mac For Real. What did you think about Mac's deluxe round with the Trump impeachment being the topic?
All right, so listen, this is how I feel about the deluxe round overall.
Okay.
Before I get into how I feel about individual, I feel like they tried to sneak in a little written, and then each one of them threw like 4 bars of freestyle about Trump at the end. You know what I mean? So if we just judging off of that, I think what's my man name from Youngers?
AK.
AK. He was the one that was really freestyling. So if we going for off the top, we got to go with him in that second round. But the other 3, they all spit written, and then they threw a little 4-bar freestyle about Trump in there somewhere at the end or in the beginning or whatever. But I think when the second round came, my man from Atlanta, what was his name?
From Atlanta, Jay Nolan.
Jay Nolan. I actually liked him a lot better on the second beat, where he actually slowed down and he got to enunciate his shit a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I think he was better than way better than he was on the first beat on the second one.
Okay.
I think he probably had the more impressive the second round, the deluxe round. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, all of them besides my man from Yonkers, they was all spitting writtens when they wasn't supposed to. So I don't know how we feel about that.
I wasn't totally impressed with this second round from these guys, especially coming off of the first round. I was really impressed with them. But you knew that Lux was going to throw this little topic in there, so I was interested to see how they was going to play out with these guys. Matt, I thought he took too long for a Trump impeachment punchline. Like, he didn't really stay on topic. Els, he didn't have it. Like, it seemed like he had really no knowledge on impeachment because he didn't really elaborate on it. So I was a little bit disappointed in L's round. AK was cool. He needed a little bit more, but like you said, AK, he showed his freestyle ability. Jay Nolan, to me, he didn't reference the Trump thing at all really until like the end. Like he used that round just to show his talent. He was like, man, I'm not going to let you niggas get over me on this first round. I'm going to definitely get my shit off on TV like before it's over with. Like, Jay Nolan definitely capitalized off of it, but it was an okay round, but I really wasn't impressed to keep it a buck with that round. Overall, I was definitely impressed with these guys' overall quality of wordplay. Week 1 was dope too, but, the production, the beat, everything was lit for week 2 of Top Shelf Freestyle. Shout out to Lux and shout out to Hot 97, most definitely.
Yeah, you saw it just the way I saw it, bro. That sums it up pretty much what you just said.
Who wins this round to you? I'm going with Mac. I'm not going to lie. I'm going with Mac for real. I think he may get the votes to go on to the next round. It's going to be a tough one, though.
Oh, man. I got to go with Els, man.
Okay.
Els Money Music, man. That's who I got to go with on this second week, man.
It's going to be tough, man, but I like all these guys, man. Everybody had their own little wave that they brought, and, they brought it for the most part. That deluxe round is serious. Y'all got to bring it, man. Y'all really got to be on the top of y'all head, and y'all got to stick to the topic, man. Especially, we fans of battle rap, so we all about the wordplay. We all about the bars. That's what we into. Like, we ain't really worried about the rhyme patterns and all that. We into what you talking. So niggas got to stick to topic. That's it, man. That's it.
And being that we battle rap fans, you can't slip no writtens by us. We know when you freestyling and when you're not.
That's a super fact.
Can't slip that by us either.
That's a super fact. This is the coach of T7M Radio, 7 Mitchell TOXX in the building. Salute again to the battle rap community, man. If you guys would like to donate to the T7M Radio Network, man, we definitely have donation links in the description box. You can donate to the network via Cash App or PayPal. We definitely appreciate all the support. We do plan on having some merchandise out there soon to the streets, but we definitely appreciate you guys locking in. TOXX, you got any announcements, man, before we jump into topic number 2?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a couple of announcements coming back off the weekend.
Okay.
We had a couple of birthdays over the weekend. Danny Myers and 40 Bars celebrated a birthday over the weekend. Shout out to them.
Yes, sir.
Also today is Jerry West's birthday. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all 3 of them.
Okay.
Happy birthday to all of them. You know what I'm saying? And many more to come.
That's a fact.
Also, we got an announcement. Gates of the Garden, February 8th and 9th is having a 2-day event. Trust the process. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be February 8th, 4 p.m. is the starting time. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be held in PA, I believe.
Who's featured on this? Who's the main event, or who's headlining day one for Trust the Process? Is this Don Marino and the Saga? Is this that card?
Let me take a look real quick.
I think it's Don Marino and the Saga is headlining Trust the Process. Yeah, they got Twerk on the card, Prez on the card, Dre Dennis, of course, Drugs, the Goon. It's gonna be lit, man. This is Jada Ray versus Lady Caution. I see y'all Cheddar versus OG Prana. This is gonna be a crazy card. I like that. February 8th, Gates of the God.
Yeah, definitely. That's Don Marino versus the Saga, Twerk versus 757 Wayne P. Prez Mafia is on the card, Dre Dennis, Drugs, yeah. D.I. the Henny Man. Okay, yep. This is gonna be definitely lit. And it's definitely going down in Darby, PA.
Okay.
A little bit of a Samba announcement. The boy Saya Boy announcing on Twitter this afternoon that he's going to be retiring. This is 2020 is going to be his last year in the battle culture.
Yeah, I was looking at social media today, and I was on Twitter, and Saya Boy had put out a tweet to his fans. He said, "Today I retire from battle rap. Although I still want all the smoke, I had to make the best decision at the point in my life where real life and rap life is colliding. Very, very, very hard choice for me to make, but a very necessary one, being a young kid from Rochester, New York." What do you think about Saya Boy retiring from battle rap?
Man, that's impactful, man. Like, Saya Boy been around since I first started getting into battle rap, man. Like, I remember Saya Boy from Grind Time. I remember Saya Boy on the early days of RBE. You know what I'm saying? Bullpen, Spit That Heat, URL. You know what I'm saying? Saya Boy is a certified vet, man. Like,
He's not going to be missed. Let's not do that. I don't mean to be disrespectful to Saya Boy, because he is fire. This is nothing personal at all. But let's keep it real. Do you think Saya Boy is going to be missed?
He's going to be missed by the hardcore battle rap fans like me. Like, yeah, definitely. Saya Boy he's gonna leave behind some footage that we can definitely go back and like Loaded Luck say, rewind and find is more to find, you know. I definitely was a fan of a few Saya Boy battles.
Yeah, maybe I'm going too far. I just feel like, I don't know. I just don't think that. I think the ball just going to keep rolling. I don't think niggas is going to have no special tributes or anything. I mean, I don't know too many quotables from Saya Boy, too many classics. I mean, he was a good artist, you know what I mean? I don't want to take away from what he has done, his talent, all that, but I don't think it's going to be a situation where, though, people are going to later on look at him as some type of legend or some type of pioneer into the sport. I just don't see it that way. I don't know.
But also he did say he's with all the smoke, so that don't expect him to stay retired if somebody come calling or yelling his name or whatever. So,
you know, that's going to be another topic we're going to have, because a lot of battle rappers talk this retirement and then they immediately come out. We talk about the Disaster from Arsenal, the Official. So many battle rappers over time have done this. We want to talk about that on one of these podcasts, most definitely, retirement of battle rappers. Whatever announcements we got, man.
All right. So we just had the Queen of the Ring / URL royalty card this past weekend, and the first release on Queen of the Ring has been released today. Or was that today, or did it come out over the weekend?
It came out over the weekend. I think it dropped yesterday, the one-off.
Okay. We got Yoshi G versus Tony Blanco, the first release off of the royalty card. That was a day 2 event battle, and that shit is fire. Y'all go check it out.
Uh-huh.
All right. And on to the next joint. We got this Saturday coming up, we got iBattle TV coming to you live with the Summit card, live from Staten Island. They got a live pay-per-view. They got video on demand the next day, and all that's located at ibattletv.com.
Shout out to iBattle, man. Make sure y'all download the iBattle TV app, by the way, as well, man.
That's a fact. Once again, The doors open at 5 p.m. It's going down in Staten Island, New York. iBattle TV, The Summit. Now, the main event on this card is going to be Reaper Rel versus none other than Quban.
Quban.
Quban is now formerly of the Goonies. Yeah, I said formerly. Quban has decided that he no longer is going to be a part of the Goonies. How we feel about that?
Let's talk about that, man. So Quban went on to Twitter to announce that he is no longer a Goonie. He has decided to step away from the group. He did advise the people that there was no bad blood and he wished the team much love and success, but he must stand for what he believes in, and it's time for him to do his own thing. Now, I'm going to keep it real, TOXX. I'm about to get exposed in this topic as not being a true knowledgeable battle rap fan, supporter, media outlet, what have you, because I'm not going to sit here and act like I knew that Quban was part of the Goonies. When did that happen? I never knew that Quban was part of the Goonies. That's number one. Number two, looking at this tweet, I'm seeing so many different things. I'm seeing mixed emotions in this thing. There's no bad blood, but yet you must stand for what you believe in. Like, what are we seeing from the Goonies now that we're not seeing before? Like, what could he possibly be talking about? I have very mixed emotions and feelings. I'm confused about this whole tweet from Quban. I'm kind of shocked, to be honest, especially not knowing that he was part of the damn Goonies in the first place.
Now, I definitely knew Quban was a Goonie. I mean, he'd been a part of the Goonies since before he battled Ryder. Like, that was a Goonie on Goonie battle when that went down. I remember that.
The Goonies marketing sucks then, because C3 is a part of the Goonies, and I don't really be look, they need to get it together when it comes to marketing and promotion. I don't know if they need Drone DMV back. Whatever it needs to get done, they need to get done, though, because I gotta know these things. I'm getting old, but I gotta know these things.
And then Quban and Ace Amin went up on Champion together, representing the Goonies.
Okay.
I don't know if you caught that.
I did not.
But it's been a few times where Quban been out and about repping the Goonies or whatever. But I feel like Quban is kind of about to drift into the abyss now, man. The Goonies has been keeping his name afloat. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a couple of fire PG classes that's been coming through these last couple classes, man, and it's hard to stand out when everybody that drops a battle, they doing their thing. So what's making people like Quban, what made people like Mac Mel stand out, what made people like Ryder and Jack Boy stand out is because they was in the Goonies. Like that name held some weight and that drew some eyes to your product. And I feel like without that name behind him, he's just going to be another name now. Like, Quban is going to be like a no disrespect, but like a Holmesy the God or one of them type of names. Like, one of the dudes that is just in the shuffle.
Well, first of all, if you mention it someone specific, like you reference Holmesy the God, that is disrespectful. That's number one. Number two, I got to talk to the bosses, TOXX, because see, either you or I need to be drug tested before we get on the show again. Because what are we talking about? The Goonies kept Quban's name alive. I just mentioned I didn't even know he was part of the Goonies. When I think of Goonies, when I hear Goonies, TOXX, I'm thinking of twerk. I'm hearing drugs. I'm hearing Ryder. And I'm even hearing a little bit of Jack Boy when it comes to the drum and all that. I'm not hearing Quban's name floating around when we having Goonie Talk, when I'm looking at Goonie Talk on social media. So I think, and me personally, and this is going to sound very disrespectful, and I don't want it to be, but Quban to me is a potential star because I see marketing ability in him. And I think it would be a great move for him to separate himself from any group right now. I think this boy got great potential. You feel like he is about to be in the abyss?
Yeah, man. I just feel like it's a lot of people with that same potential, man. We just seen Swamp and Ace go at it. We got We got people like DG Piranha, Skates. You know what I'm saying? We got
but cats got it. But what I'm saying is, what separates that is the marketability. Like you see how Ace Amin. Some say Ace Amin has done more interviews than battles, or he's known more for interviews than battles. But he's marketable. You understand what I'm saying? And some battlers got the talent, like Danny Myers, for example, but maybe not be as marketable. This is why Geechi, Gotti, and some guys just in hindsight kind of overlap certain artists because they're marketable. And I feel like Cuban got that quality.
I definitely understand what you're saying, but you just brought up Ace. Ace is another one, man, that, yeah, he definitely got the marketing strategy down pat, but how many of them media outlets would have been willing to reach out and give him all them looks if he wasn't in the Goonies? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what the Goonies does for you.
Understand.
It put the eyeballs on you. It makes somebody like a 15 minutes of fame or a hip hop is real want to catch you outside of a battle and interview you, as opposed to the other 40, 50 MCs that's running around out there. What makes you stand out? Oh, that's such and such from the Goonies. They'll bring him over. That's you know what I'm saying? That's some of these dudes' calling card. Let's just be real.
So
I'm such and such from the Goonies.
Before we spin the block to the next topic, I mean, just sticking with Cuban for a split second, like win-loss record. We ain't got to get in detail, but overall, what are you saying? He has a subpar win-loss record? Because if he's winning more than losing, I think this kid is going to be just fine.
Nah, Cuban had, like, he's had his ups and his downs, man. But when he showed you that ceiling, he showed you that when he's hot, he's hot. Like, when he on, he like you said, he got that star potential. But he also got up there and got cooked against Tory Doe, and he lost. I believe he choked, I think, against Swamp. If I'm not, I think they had like a one rounder and he choked or something like that. But he's got a couple of L's. But he also did beat Ryder when they battled. Like, he's got his moments, and he showed you that potential. And that's what you really expect out of a young PG up-and-coming battler, to show you them flashes. And then as he goes on and becomes more of a vet, he starts to become more consistent. You know what I'm saying? That's what we hope to see from him.
Right. Well, I don't know, man. You and I are going to agree to disagree with this one. You feel like he might be going down. I feel like this is the best move. You know what I mean? Now, I respect what you're saying as far as that light being shined on you because of your surrounding development and all that. And the Goonies definitely provides that, if it seems like, if they want to. And I'm not saying that they didn't want to. I don't know where I've been, man. And again, I'm not trying to I can't blame this on the battle. I got to blame this on myself for not knowing that he was not a part of the Goonies. But I don't really hear Cuban's name floating around in association with the Goonies at all. I don't know where that come from. I don't see them together. So that was surprising to me, just to know that he was a part, much less leaving.
Salute to Cuban. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Cuban versus Reaper Rel, though. See how that one turned out.
Now, does the Goonies miss a beat because they lost Cuban?
Nah, we know we're not gonna over dramatize it or nothing like that. The Goonies is built around Twerk. We know that. As long as Twerk don't leave, the Goonies is gonna be the Goonies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. Like, it's some fire ass artists in the Goonies, like my man Lou Castro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Ryder. You know what I'm saying? Both of them just had fire battles just dropped on the URL app. Ryder versus Swave, Lou Castro versus Prez Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Dope showings. You know what I'm saying? Definitely holding it down for the Goonies. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to see Jack Boy back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But we all know the Goonies is built around Twerk, and that's just the bottom line to that.
Wait a minute.
He's the franchise player, bro.
I understand that. I understand that. You're not going to mention drugs? You talk about the franchise player. You're not going to mention drugs in that breakdown? So who is drugs? Who is drugs? Just the sixth man? What is it?
No. I was talking about the other two because they battles just recently dropped. Drugs is getting ready to battle Arsenal this weekend. That's a huge look for drugs. I'm ready to see the gun show. Don't get me wrong. I was just mentioning Lou, and you know what I'm saying, and mentioning Ryder first because they just had a couple battles that it's fresh on my mind because I just got finished watching them not too long ago, you know. So I mentioned them first, but definitely no slight to drugs. Drugs gets busy.
This is the culture. T7M Radio, man. TOXX Mitchell on the ones and twos. Salute to the battle rap community. If you guys are on Facebook, join the T7M Radio Battle Rap Debate Group on Facebook. We would love to have y'all up in there, chopping it up 24/7, 365, all types of topics when it comes to battle rap. So make sure y'all join the Facebook debate group. Once again, if you guys would like to donate, tip the network, we have donation links in the description box. Podcast will be available, as always, on iTunes, Spotify, and on YouTube, of course. Salute to everybody out there. T7M Radio, the culture, man. Before we get out of here, last topic of the day, Guardians of the Culture, March 2020, the invasion. TOXX, we got a 2-on-2 battle that's about to be so lit. We got Bdot and Geechi GOTTI teaming up again versus two of the four horsemen, Loso and A-Ward. Loso and A-Ward versus Bdot and Geechi GOTTI on Guardians of the Culture, the invasion card going down March of this year. What's your thoughts, or what was your initial thoughts, TOXX? Let's keep it a buck when this announcement came out.
I'm a huge fan of Geechi GOTTI, huge fan of A-Ward. Bdot and Loso, they all right, you know what I'm saying? But if I want to be analytical and try to break that battle down, to me, that'll come down to the chemistry of Bdot and Geechi having performed together before. And I never seen A-Ward and Loso together. I never even seen A-Ward in the 2-on-2 period or Loso, let alone together. So,
well, I seen Loso in the 2-on-2. Him and Street Hems did a 2-on-2 versus Farrah and Shuni.
Oh yeah, they did. I don't think I watched that, to keep it real with you. But
yeah,
I never seen either one of them. But that was it. You know what I'm saying, that was still Street Hems. That wasn't A-Ward. So.
Sound like you're not excited. You know, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this dinner plate. Sound like you're not excited about this battle.
I mean, I could see where fans is going to be excited, but me personally, I'm not as big a Bdot fan as most people are, and Loso is okay. He's not nothing special to me. I love A-Ward and I love Geechi, so. To me, this is kind of be like a A-Ward versus Geechi rematch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to get some drug tests going on this show. Really, man, this is ridiculous tonight. And when you speaking just now, I'm looking at the possible little breakdowns. Of course, we got Geechi and A-Ward, of course, and many felt like A-Ward gave Geechi his only loss last year, so I know Geechi will have some smoke for that. You know, you don't have a lot of respect, it seems like, for Loso and Bdot, which is cool. I'm not, I'm not the biggest fans of theirs, but you got the conscious angle versus the Christian angle. This is going to be a match made in heaven.
You saw that battle already.
We need to see more. I know we had the one on. We need to see more. We need to remix this. Come on, man. Come on. You're gonna appreciate the greatness behind this. I think
Geechi and Bdot gonna win. I think Geechi and Bdot gonna win, but wow. I'm not crazy excited about it because
Loso and A-Ward are two very impressive performers.
I like A-Ward a lot more than I like Loso. I'm just keeping it a buck with you.
Well, let's talk about Loso because see you. No. Let's put the emergency brakes on right now. What problem do we have with Loso?
Listen, I don't have no problem with Loso. Like I said, he's all right. But when Loso was making his run up the charts, coming from bullpen and all that, and people was talking about Loso is crazy and he don't need a PG and he can come over here and beat this one and beat that one and beat such and such off the URL roster, I was already skeptical back then. Like, I don't know, man. Like, a lot of these wins they was giving Loso on bullpen, I didn't have them as wins. Like, to me, he didn't beat Excel. Like, to me, he didn't beat DNA. Like, I don't know. It's a couple of people they was giving him credit for wins, and I didn't have him winning. He didn't beat Bad News to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
wow.
when he came over to URL and they put him in front of Scotty, they was trying to like gas him up to be the next star on URL, and like I didn't really see too much separation between him and Scotty. And then they threw him in there with the Wolves. After that, he went in there with Trez and got smoked. Then he went in there with Briz and got smoked. And I was just like, this is what I expected. Like, he's okay, but he's not the top. Like, A Ward, I believe, can come to the URL and hang with some of the vets. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to see an A Ward in like a JC type of battle. Like, A Ward is that deal. Like, when he raps, I can feel, you know what I'm saying, his potential, his star power, you know what I'm saying, his bars a lot more than I feel Loso. Like, it ain't nothing personal. It's just me calling the
I don't know, TOXX. You say it's not personal, and I expected you to say maybe a thing or two when I asked you about the problem with Loso. You said there was no problem, but then you went on this 2 to 3 minute soliloquy in this rant, on Loso. So clearly there's an issue here. But you know,
you know how I feel.
I respect that, and I respect it. But just know that I feel like you need to be drug tested for the lack of respect that we have here. But you know, that just I will try my best to spoon feed some excitement and anticipation for this 2-on-2 battle, because I know you are an avid battle rap supporter. You are all about the bars. You are all about the material, and I feel like this is going to be a great battle, and from all 4 people, not just 2. So I'm going to work with you on this one, man. We're going to get this right, because the level of respect, we ain't on the same page, and we need to be. This is going to be a crazy battle. The invasion going down March 2020. Gardens of the Culture, man. Bdot, Geechi Gotti versus Loso and A-Ward. It's going to be crazy.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Danny Myers, and you are tuned in to T7M Radio, Battle Rap's premier radio network.